parser. It takes a piece of text, exact text, and converts that into C text. And then later the compiler converts that into a binary. What are the good sides of Exas? Exas is like really flexible and really mature. I think the list of good sides of the Exas ends about there. Some of the disadvantages, first of all, it's another thing to learn. And, well, when you take a good look at it, it's not even really a language. I think the best description I've heard so far is that it's more like source filters. Mucks around with the text and usually it works, but it's really dirty. Also, it requires, to actually use it, it requires far more knowledge of the interpreter than you really want to have, unless you're a core hacker. And has a rather limited C++ support. Stefan had an interesting talk about that earlier today. I don't know where he is. So what did I do instead? Well, I was instead of trying to solve this before the compilation, I'm trying to solve this during the compilation using C++ templates. Templates are a compile time feature of C++ that allow you to make meta codes that gets instantiated using types as parameters, in this case function types, into actual code. So I'm using the code that links up the C++ and Perl in the compiler instead of before the compiler. Templates are a really interesting feature of C++ that is really bizarre. I mean, it's actually accidentally Turing complete. So what does it look like? Let's take this very simple Perl script that I really hope I don't have to explain. It uses this module that, well, only the second last line is really interesting because it uses the loader, and I made that as simple as possible. And, well, the real meat comes here. I don't know the pointer. Well, the first couple of lines are a bit boilerplate. Here you have a function hello, which for the people here, who don't know C, this is a function that takes a string as an argument and then prints it to the standard output. Here I have this function here. It does the actual linking. It takes a package object and has a, well, it takes as arguments a name for the function in Perlland inside that package and a pointer to that function. And here, close it up is actually the only macro of the whole thing. That's another thing I like. I completely hide away the Perl API because the Perl API is deeply evil. Yeah, and now you may be wondering, what about objects? Well, I can do that, no? Well, here you have a class with a constructor, a method, and an attribute. And, well, here's a similar function which takes a class P object as arguments, and here it adds a constructor, a method, and an accessor, and again, a little makecode to tie everything up. That was it. Thanks for listening, and thanks for the